Let's get into it, baby.
Ah, yeah, it's time to travel and bang, baby.
This is Travel and Bang. I am Marky Bravo the Mulatto. Let's pay some bills. This video is brought to you by Bruno Banani, one of my favorite European fragrances straight out of Deutschland, Germany. Bruno Banani gets you the punani. I'll leave the link below if you want to add a bottle to your arsenal. This video I want to talk about something that I think affects all single bachelors, and more so the men who are unaware. You know what I mean? Because everything is verbal communication. You notice real hardcore verbal communication is when you lock eyes with a woman and it's direct and straight to the point, and most men just don't do that. So I want to break that down. And this is knowledge that I learned from one of my mentors, Alan Roger Curry. The 3 modes of verbal communication that men usually use with women. Okay, let's first talk about the different archetypes, right? You have the rejector and you have the reciprocator, okay? This is very common sense stuff. The woman who's a rejector isn't gonna play. She's gonna tell you straight to your face, you have no chance with me, player. Keep it moving. You know what I mean? And it's going to be very, very, you can hear it in the tonality, the energy's there. You know what I mean? It's don't even waste your time. You know what's up, right? And the reciprocator is actually the woman that every man, when he meets this type of woman, wishes that he could meet. This is autopilot all the way. Whatever you want to do, she's into it. She wants to do it. Because the level of attraction, the wants and desires, they're the same. So when you go on a date and you say, hey, we're going to this place, is that cool with you? She's like, oh yeah, it's cool. Hey, after that, we'll go back to my place, have a glass of wine, see what happens. She goes like, yeah, let's do it. That's a reciprocator, okay? But mostly what we have in today's society is wholesome pretender, erotic hypocrites, manipulative time wasters, okay? The wholesome pretender is the reality that most women still have what I call an anti-slut defense mechanism. A woman who's into kinky hot sex, right? She's into it, she enjoys it, she wants to have it. But at the same time, there's a filter in public where she doesn't want people, especially men, to think she's a slut, she's easy to have, that she's like some skank skis or whore, okay? So the wholesome pretender will push back often, you know what I mean, on your offer to hang out, to go on a date, you understand? And how do you get past that facade? That's the real question, a wholesome pretender. You know what I mean? So the ambiguous, vague, cryptic bullshit that she expresses won't mean anything. You get right past the facade and you kind of like give her the green light to go ahead and to be real with you. How do you get past that? Think about that for a second. Then you have the erotic hypocrite. Erotic hypocrite is like a wholesome pretender. It's very close, very almost the same. But erotic hypocrite wants something for her intimate transaction with you. Do you understand? Some people like to use the words gold digger or whatever, you know, but she wants something. Whether it's maybe it's financial. You know what I mean? Maybe it's a shopping spree. You have to go shopping with her. Maybe you could help her out for a rent this month. You understand? That's an erotic hypocrite. She likes kinky, hot sex. She's not going to deny herself any of it. But if she's going to give you kinky, hot sex and exchange orgasms with you, you have to bring something to the table as an exchange is going on. Do you understand? That's usually the erotic hypocrite. The other one, the last one that I detest is the manipulative time waster. The manipulative time waster is like the rejector, only she's realized many moons ago that she can throw out the possibility to sex to the men in her social circle, the possibility to sex, and they will hang around and they will, you know, validate her, flatter her, with nice compliments and, oh, I'll do that for you. I'll do that for you. Oh, you're moving from this apartment to that house. Oh, I'll lift all your heavy boxes. Don't worry, I'm there. Gotcha, baby. You know what I mean? And might even bring you around her social circle. You know what I mean? You want to go bowling with me and my girls this weekend? You never know what happens afterwards. You understand? But there's no intention whatsoever to ever be sexually intimate with that man. She knows it. And that's just giving off the possibility of sex and using that as power. How do you get past that facade? How do you render those type of women powerless? Because it is kind of like you want to say like a superhero power. How do you render that powerless? From what I've been taught and what I've used as my platform within my own book, Razor Blade Romance, and with what's helped me within dating and relationships is practicing mode 1. Okay? Mode 1 is direct, very direct communication. Okay? Mode 2 is more vague and ambiguous, often even could be cryptic verbal communication. Not really, you kind of like beating around the bush. You're tap dancing around your feelings and what you want out of the situation when you're verbally communicating with that woman, right? That's mode 2. Mode 3 is basically pretending you want to be the woman's friend. You're okay with being her platonic male guy friend, okay? And this has also been called fun clubbing because it's like you're becoming a part of the woman's fun club. You know what I mean? But there's no orgasm exchange, no orgasms being exchanged. There's no physicalities of sexual intimacy, nothing. The man keeps his feelings to himself, hoping and praying that a situation in the near future comes about, or if he, that he'll get sex, that he'll get rewarded intimately, or even maybe the woman become his girlfriend. You know what I mean? And even if you do she gives you sexual intimacy, it's charity pussy. Okay? It's doggy treat booty. That's what it is. She realizes there's a lot of benefits to her knowing that guy, and if she doesn't lay down and give him some, the guy's off. No, come here. Let me give you some doggy treat booty. You want some doggy treat pussy? Oh, come on. And then she pops a Vicodin or a Xanax, drinks a little wine, and I can't wait till this is over. You know what I mean? Just and it happens. But it's not genuine sexual desire or interest. You know what I mean? It isn't what you think it is. And also, with mode 3, you have that guy and you have the other guy, which I don't really like these guys. They are the scumbags. Okay? They're the womanizer. The womanizer means you're blatantly lying to a woman. So she thinks you want to have a long-term monogamous relationship with her. You have no intention of ever doing that with her, but you go along for it. You just kind of lie, tell her she wants to hear, so you can get in bed with her. And once you've had her a couple of times sexually, you just kind of kick her to the curb. So that's mode 3 as well. You know what I mean? Not just playing a role. You understand what mode 3 is? You're playing a role. You know what I mean? Only the difference is the scumbag usually gets what he wants. You know what I'm saying? Being a womanizer. But the other man who's fun clubbing, these guys often don't get anything. And you know what I mean? You end up being what I say is what is called the sympathetic listening ear guy. The worst place to be, gentlemen. The sympathetic listening ear guy. Don't be amazed when she calls you crying on the phone, goes, I need to talk to you. Johnny was acting up again. I'll be right over. And then you go over and she's telling you about some crazy Jerry Springer drama. He was having sex with me and he pulled the dick out and he just fucking squirted it all over my face. Oh, that guy, man. Oh, what an asshole. What an asshole. I would at least asked you before I did that. You understand? Horrible position. And guess what? A week or 2 weeks later, she's with Johnny again. You understand? And you turn into this sympathetic listening ear guy. You are in a sort of basically a friend zone that you're never going to get out of. How do you kill the facade, Marky Bravo? How do you get past the facade? Tell me. Okay, mode 1, direct, very direct verbal communication. And you can, depending on your style and which woman you're talking to, maybe you are more of a profanity type of guy. You want to talk explicit XXX type of communication. Okay, and some men do it. Some men, it works for them. For me, it's never so much. You know what I mean? It's a little too raunchy, a little too vulgar. I think if the woman is that type of woman, that you know she's into that type of talk, you could go ahead and use that type of vernacular. But I would say keep it classy. But definitely when I talk to a woman, I usually say, take heed and listen. I find you very attractive. But I wanna tell you, I have no interest in becoming another one of your male platonic friends. I ultimately would prefer to become intimate with you. Okay? And you can play with the wording. I find you very, very gorgeous and seductively hot. But I want to let you know up front, I have no interest in becoming another one of your platonic friends, guy friends. Ultimately, I would like to become intimate with you. When you say that, look in her eyes, dead on. No goofy shit, don't smile, don't know. Look in her eyes, straight on. And now there's gonna be that air of 2-3 seconds. Why? What's the silence about? She's looking in your eyes to see, is he really an alpha male? Or is he just another guy who's watching PUA, pickup artist videos, pretending to be an alpha male? Is he parroting some shit? Is he mean it? Is his feelings in it? And usually from there, that will break through all the facade. What each type of woman. For the wholesome pretender, you know, who's putting on a front, she gives off the prude or the straight lace type of appearance. She's into kinky sex, right? Now when she hears you say that, a lot of wholesome pretenders, if they're attracted, they're gonna bite the hook. They're gonna be like, you know, I can't believe you just said that. Wow. You know what I mean? And if she's a rejecter, she'll just stone cold drop the hammer right there and be like, ugh. But usually they go forward and say, okay, well, let's get to know each other first. You know, what kind of girl do you think I am? You understand? That breaks through the facade. I've had sexual intimacy with a lot of wholesome pretenders being direct because we break down the barriers, the social filters, the inhibitions that were often created in our society, trying to be politically correct. They're gone now. Now, the erotic hypocrite, same thing. She enjoys hot, kinky sex. But she's going to definitely make it known now that you broke through that social filter. Inhibitions are gone. She might verbally communicate that, well, there's a transaction for this booty. You know what I mean? Then you got to bring something to the table. You're not just going to get this for free. You understand? Okay. And now the best facade that it breaks through is the manipulative time waster. Because remember, the manipulative time waster is in a way she's a rejecter, but she's using the possibility of sex. She's expressing the possibility of you having sex with her, having intimacy with her, to have power over you. Dance for me, monkey, dance. You know what I mean? But it's gone now. Now she has to respond. She's like, whoa, because she knows if she concurs, if she goes with it, you're gonna make a move on her. You understand? You'll probably start trying to touch her, trying to kiss her. So usually manipulative time wasters bail out. Like Top Gun, ejection. They're out. They're out. Audi 5,000. They are out. They can't even. Manipulative time wasting women will be shocked because most men are beta males. Most men are omegas and betas, and they will not say direct mode 1 verbal communication. They just won't. It's just the society we live in. We have inhibitions. We have social filters. We don't want to, in the mode 1 type of man is different because you're playing the alpha. You're playing the sigma male, all right? You're basically being different than the beta who goes, the beta is like, ooh, I hope she likes me. Whereas the alpha and the sigma, the one employing, deploying mode 1 is basically like, let me see if I like you. You know what I mean? If you're not down with what I'm if you're not down with what I'm down with, I'm wasting my time. Let's just get this all done with now, done and over with now. Okay? And I know a lot of people are against this type of verbal communication because they're like, oh, it's just too fast, it's too direct. No, it isn't. It saves time, energy, and money. So many weeks and months can be lost pursuing a woman who has no want, will, or desire to become sexually intimate with you, to have even a relationship. If you want to go to full-blown relationship, not even that. Not even a weekend thing. Because I know in today's world, a lot of women don't want to jump into a full-blown relationship. They want a guy they can maybe meet once every 2 weeks on the weekend, have some kinky, naughty sex, and say, okay, we'll talk a week and a half from now, okay? I'm busy. Most women want that because life is stressful. There's so much stuff going on. People don't want more responsibilities and more shit thrown added on their plate. More priorities, more stress boulder on the shoulder. I mean, a lot of women are not in a rush to jump into something super serious. But so when you throw out that possibility of offering something, you know what I mean, on autopilot for the woman, a lot of the Wholesome Pretender and even the Erotic Hypocrite, you know what I mean, they'll go with it. And definitely the Reciprocator is going to go with it. See, you saved all that time to directly to the point. Whereas if you were bullshitting, you're a mode 2, you were bullshitting, being vague and ambiguous in a roundabout way, you know what I mean? You're getting played. You're getting played by like a fool. You know what I mean? You're just turning into someone's dancing monkey for entertainment. Or mode 3, if you're fun clubbing, you're just pretending to be her friend because you don't have the cojones, the chutzpah to come out and just say it. And now you friend zoned yourself forever. And if you friend zoned, you're screwed. Anytime you're friend zoned and you try to change the situation by bringing it up, she'll slap you right down. She's not even going to try to hear it. Gentlemen, that has been mode 1. Employ it, love it, embrace it, master it. So is life. Asabroso.